You know, when disaster strikes, the clock starts ticking instantly. Today, we're going to look at some truly revolutionary tech that's designed to fight that clock, to literally deploy hope into the most desperate situations you can imagine. So, let's dive in and see how it works. Okay, this quote right here, it just sets the stage perfectly. It's from a rescue captain, someone on the front lines, and it's not just a guideline, it really is the brutal math of survival. Every single decision, every minute that passes, it's life or death. That's the race rescue teams are running, constantly. And the scale of that race, it's just staggering. I mean, think about it. After a major collapse, you could be looking at over 1,000 people. 1,000 people buried, waiting. It's a number that's, well, it's almost impossible to really wrap your head around. Now take that number, 1,000 people, and spread them out over this 15 square miles of just chaos. A dangerous, unstable landscape. That's the challenge. Any one of those 1,000 people could be anywhere in there. The odds, they just feel insurmountable, right? So yeah, that's the core problem we're talking about, the race against time. Look, traditional search and rescue is nothing short of heroic, but it's an uphill battle against the clock, against the terrain, and honestly, against the limits of human endurance. But here's where the whole story pivots. What if we didn't have to rely on human limitations alone? What if we could augment that incredible human courage with something else? This is the question that leads us to a whole new kind of ally in this fight. And that solution is called the Guardian Grid. The key thing to get here is that this isn't just a bunch of drones flying around. No way. You have to think of it as something completely different, like a single, coordinated intelligence, a unified consciousness, all working as one. The core idea behind this is something called swarm intelligence. It works using this advanced mesh networking. Basically, instead of reporting back to a central hub, each drone talks directly to every other drone around it, so they're in constant communication. They're not just following orders from a person, they're literally thinking together, creating this unified search consciousness that can cover that massive area with unbelievable efficiency. Okay, so how does this swarm brain actually, think? Well, it's all about fusing tons of different streams of data into one single actionable insight, the probability of finding life. So each drone is like a flying multi-tool. It's got thermal sensors to find body heat. It's got LiDAR. That's the thing that uses lasers to build these incredibly detailed 3D maps, so it can see how stable a building is. It's got visual sensors, of course, to recognize survivors. And get this, it even has chemical sensors that can literally detect the carbon dioxide from human breath. It's building a picture of the scene that no human could ever see on their own. And all of that feeds into this really smart 4-step process. First, they sense. They're just gathering all that data at once. Then the AI fuses it all together into that probability of life map. And here's the magic part. The whole swarm then adapts. In real time, it recalculates the most optimal search patterns. And finally, it prioritizes, directing the swarm to focus on the most promising zones. It's this constant intelligent loop that just keeps getting smarter. Now, this is super important. This technology is not about replacing the heroes on the ground. Not at all. It's about augmenting them. It's about making them faster, making them safer, and giving them the one thing they need more than anything else: solid, actionable information. And this quote from a rescue commander, it just says everything. It's the difference between searching and knowing. Just imagine that shift in mindset. You're no longer just digging through rubble, hoping you get lucky. You know where to send your teams. You know what the structural risks are. It completely transforms the entire operation. Yeah, this comparison really makes it crystal clear. You're going from pure guesswork to data-driven decisions, from high risk to your personnel to actual risk mitigation. It fundamentally changes the entire mission, from searching blind to knowing exactly where you need to go. And it does so much more than just find people. It can give rescue teams the precise coordinates of a survivor. It can even drop a tiny package with water or a two-way radio. It identifies structural hazards for the teams before they even go in. It can even start monitoring a survivor's vital signs remotely. It's not just a search tool, it's a complete support system. So, when you put it all together, what we're looking at here is a fundamental shift. It's really a whole new paradigm for how we respond to emergencies, how we can deploy hope right when it's needed most. And the mission is already expanding way beyond collapsed buildings. The same swarm intelligence can be used to map the progression of a wildfire in real time, helping find civilians who are trapped. It can scan huge floodplains to locate people who are stranded, and even chart safe routes for rescue boats. I mean, this technology is proving to be invaluable in so many different disaster scenarios. And look, this isn't some sci-fi concept for the future. This is happening right now. Emergency services in 12 different countries are already training with Guardian Grid systems. And the response from the professionals, the people who actually risk their lives out there every day, has been just absolutely overwhelming. You know, that rescue captain we heard from at the beginning, a 20-year veteran, he really put it best. He said this is the first piece of tech he's ever seen that doesn't just help a little, it multiplies their effectiveness exponentially. In his own words, this isn't incremental improvement, that's a revolution. So, this core technology, this idea of coordinated intelligent swarms, it's completely changing what's possible in the most dangerous environments on Earth. Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. In a world with so many challenges, where else could this technology deploy hope?